Hi. First, my church. It's back. Okay. Make sure. Okay. Well, every time before I do a video, I pray, "Oh God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to sing? Is there something you want me to say?" Or, or I just feel like acting a fool. And I was praying, and God said, "Let me use you." And at first I was like, "Of course." Then he was like, "Don't sing a song you know." And I was like, well, how am I supposed to sing if I don't know the song? He's like, "I will give you a song to sing. I've given everybody a song to sing, and I'll give you a song to sing." And I was like, "Okay, God, you know." And I recorded like 3 of these, and I messed up, and I thought, God, what is a song that you want me to sing? What is it you want to do in my life? What is it you want me to say? And God told me, "Not what I want you to sing. It's not what I want you to do. It's what I want you to say." And I was like, "But I'm shy. I don't like speaking in front of a lot of people. Even though when it's singing, I get caught up." He's like, "Well, I will give you great boldness. Just stand on my word." And I said, "Okay." So now this is why I'm doing this video, because it's God that wants to speak to you. Um, Before I could really tell you something, I feel like I should tell you about who I am. I grew up in Praise Chapel here when I was younger. Um, you know, I left church because what happened was my mom and my dad, they had a hard life. They split up, and I didn't know why. And I hated my dad, and I thought he could never love me because he left. I thought no one did love me, and my mom, doing her thing. I thought she didn't love me, so I felt so alone my whole life. Everyone telling me, "No one can ever love you. You're so ugly. You're this. You're that. You're no good. You're worthless." Being put down. Until I was 18, which is a couple weeks ago actually. Um, I lost hope, and I said, "God, I can't do it," and I couldn't do it anymore. So I left what he had for me, honestly, and I knew he had a lot for me. And I always loved God, but I just ignored him. I went my own way, I did what I wanted to do. I became a cheerleader, started doing gymnastics, dance, soccer, basketball, all these things, I wanted to become student council president. I wanted to be number one just to hide the pain, because when I went through something, I hid everything with a smile, like, and everyone always thought, "Oh, she has the perfect life." And even though they were putting me down, they always thought I had the perfect life. But it wasn't the case. I had the hurt that went so deep that every night I'd cry and I said, "God, can somebody love me? Can someone really love me?" And he said, "Yeah, I do." But it was hard for me to just accept that. And a lot happened between when I was 1 to 13. And after, I really, just gave up on God. And this little boy told me when I was crying, and I said, "Jesus, you're not real. You don't love me." This little 5-year-old boy said, "Why are you crying? You know Jesus loves you." And that kept my faith. And I thank God for bringing that young man into my life. And I moved to Long Beach, and I started, doing drugs, being all Miss Prissy. I knew everything. Everything was what I wanted to do, not what they wanted me to do. And um, I just ignored what God told me. My mom drugged me to church, and I didn't want to go. So for a year, I was there. I just wasn't there. And finally, one of the days, God said, I want you to go into the mission field. My whole life I wanted to do that, but I just didn't want to be in church. So I went to like a revival. God touched my heart and I started speaking in tongues and God moved that room that night, and ever since then my life's been changed. It's been 5 years since I've been serving God, and I thank Him for everything, you know. I have, yeah, I go through my trials and I do have a hard life still, you know, it gets hard. But the presence of God and the joyfulness He gives me and the peace and the rest He gives me, He wants to give you, you know? So, I don't know why I'm talking.